Okay. Good morning. It is 9 o'clock Sunday morning. Don't know if we're going to have any viewers. This is going to go pretty quick this week. The weigh-in today was pretty exciting. 294.8. I took a picture, but after I took a picture, I realized I was naked, and you could almost see that I was voiced. So we decided not to bring that picture. Next time, I'll make sure that I'm clothed when I weigh in. But 294.8 is over 10 pounds from where we were 2 weeks ago. Uh, some issues we had this week. I did not record my meals. Monday, for some reason, and there's no excuse for this because I had it in my phone. I mean, it's available. All I have to do is click and do it. But for some reason, Monday evening, I didn't record my meals. And then Tuesday, I went most of the day without eating and didn't think about it. And then when we did eat, it was just something simple, and I forgot to put it in because I was not thinking about it. And then Wednesday we went out to eat, and it just snowballs. Once you don't do it, it's like, and I even mentioned it on my Wednesday workout that I had failed to enter, and I was going to sit down Wednesday afternoon, and I was going to enter it. Then something came up, and I didn't enter it. And then Friday comes along, truck wouldn't start. Got excited about that. Got occupied with that. Went through the whole week and realized that I never made an entry. So what that means is that I didn't track my calories, and I didn't track what I was eating for the week. So I noticed by doing that, I noticed that I snack more because I'm not tracking it, because I'm not. I snacked less this week than I have snacked in the past. I ate less this week than I have eaten in the past. And I ate better this week than I have eaten in the past. It's not like I just went and ate a loaf of bread. It's not. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't sit down and eat a whole jar of peanut butter while watching a movie, which I have done in the past. I've sat at a table with a jar of peanut butter and a row of crackers and a glass of milk, and by the time the movie's over, the peanut butter jar is three quarters empty, and it's a brand new peanut butter jar when I sat down. Just not paying attention, not thinking about it. Now, if I'm going to eat crackers and peanut butter, I know that I know that 5 crackers is 70 calories. I know that a tablespoon of peanut butter is like 120 calories. I know how much fat's in it. I know that if I make myself some peanut butter cracker sandwiches, that I only make this amount, and that's how many calories I'm allowed to snack. And so, but not tracking it takes away the thought process of, oh, well, I can have this because I've been doing so well. Oh, I can have this because I've been doing so well. Well, I don't know how well I've been doing because I didn't track it. So all that to say this, going forward, I have to get back into the habit of tracking it. I have to go make sure that I put that information in there every day. I have been very successful about working out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We finished the second week of doing it, and honestly, Friday I was kind of edgy. Friday I was, I didn't feel right until after I worked out, which is weird. Now that doesn't mean that I'm always going to feel that way. We went over some excuses. Wednesday I didn't want to go do it because I didn't want to go put socks on, and that's the dumbest thing ever. Friday I didn't want to go do it because I was busy on social media. Hey, it's okay. I was busy on social media, and so I didn't want to stop doing that just to go work out. But if I didn't work out when I did, I wasn't going to have another chance to do it later in the day. So every workout day, we talk about excuses for not working out, and everybody's got them. Everybody has. Well, I was busy. I didn't want to get dressed. I just wanted to finish this one program. I had been at work all day, and I just needed a few minutes to rest. And everybody has those. And I guarantee you, like Wednesday, when I said socks was my excuse. I didn't want to put socks on. I'd been walking around town in sandals and shorts all day, and I didn't want to go put socks on to put my workout shoes on so that when I hit the treadmill, I was in my walking shoes. It was too much effort. And as lame as that sounds, I guarantee you there's 20 million other people out there doing exactly the same thing. I don't want to change clothes. I don't want to, it's too much effort to go to the gym. It's too much effort to go upstairs. It's hot. I guarantee you, whatever excuse you have, and I'd like you to list them if you've got them. I guarantee you, whatever excuse you have, no matter how lame it sounds, there's 20 million other people that have that exact same excuse. And when you list it, when you tell us, when I put it out there, that lets everybody else know, hey, yeah, we understand. We understand you have this excuse. Let's push through it. Let's do it anyway. Let's get up off the couch and let's go. And so that's we talked about that. We started talking about it Wednesday. We talked about it Friday. We're going to start every episode that way with what's your excuse today, and then I hope people talk about them in the chat. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see people going, man, that's lame. We're not here to shame anybody. What we're here to do is we're here to encourage people, because I know there's a lot of people out there just like me that just quit paying attention, just let it get away from them, and the idea is I'm going to get up and do something about it. And I have a goal. I set a very specific goal of being able to do 30 sit-ups, 20 push-ups, 10 deep knee bends, 5 pull-ups, and then run a mile in less than 10 minutes, in 10 minutes or less. And so that's my very specific goal. And it may take me a year to get there. It may only take me 90 days. My pull-ups are coming along. My deep knee bends are where they need to be for that number. My pull-ups are coming along. So who knows? Maybe in 90 days, that's all I'll be able to do it. If I can do, but I guarantee you, if I can do 5 pull-ups at this weight, that's going to be amazing. So again, I failed to track what I was eating this week. I'm not giving up. That doesn't mean I stop. That doesn't mean I throw it up. That doesn't mean that I throw it out the window. It means I pick it up where I left off and keep going. It's that simple. The weight, we're down 11 pounds from where we started, 10 or 11 pounds, because a lot of it's water. But the official weigh-in today, 394.8, or sorry, 294. I had 100 pounds on there. 294.8 was the official weigh-in today. And when we started this, it was 305. It was 305.6. So that's a good jump for that. So I'm kind of proud for the weigh-in. We're trending downward. I am paying attention to what I eat, but I need to get better at tracking what I eat. I'd like to hear what's going on with you, how you're doing. What were some of the things people talked about this week? People talked about push-ups, sit-ups being bad for you. People talked about being sure to drink water. But there wasn't anything major that happened today. 3.Diva Dave is doing exercises off the edge of his bed, and that's great. My mom and dad are walking a mile in the morning and a mile in the evening, and that's great. I just love to hear about the stories. I just love to hear how you guys are doing. I've been getting a lot of encouragement from people that followed me over from hybrid calisthenics. Trigger Stand is one of them Trigger Stand is one of the ones that followed me over from hybrid calisthenics, and they've been giving me quite a bit of encouragement. I mean, every day, every time I work out, it's like, yay, good for you. Keep going. You got this. That's the kind of stuff people need. That's the kind of stuff people need to hear. They don't need to hear, how'd you get that big to begin with, you big fatty? Nobody needs to hear that. That's not helpful. And so I'm really lucky so far that I've been successful with what I've done, and I've found a group of people that are very supportive. And so and Trigger Stand's in the chat right now. And they say sit-ups are fine, and you're better off just doing crunches though. So yeah, and I thought that too. I've heard that too. So we're going to figure that out. I'm not ready to lay down on the floor yet. I'm so embarrassed about how hard it is to get up and down off the floor. But my wife says I ought to buy one of those benches that I can do sit-ups and push-ups on. And I don't want to spend any money. The whole point of this is to start where you are, so that you don't, if you don't. One of the excuses I've used forever was I don't have the equipment. I just can't do that because I don't have the equipment. So, Trigger Stand, I think you missed most of it. The weigh-in was 394.8. 294.8. I don't know why I keep saying 394.8. That's a lot. I am drinking lots of water. Lots of water. There was one other thing. The little Listerine spritzers. Those little breath fresheners. I use Listerine spritzers, but I'm sure there's another brand out there that does the exact same thing. I found that, like, if I eat, we had fajitas for dinner the other night, and I limited myself to 2 fajitas. Normally I'd eat 6 or 7. I limited myself to 2 fajitas, and when I was finished eating, I was full. But what happened after is the same thing that happens every time I eat something that's got a lot of carbs in it, and the only carbs that I had were what was in the actual tortilla, and so but the carbs still, there's a sugar breakdown in my mouth. There's an aftertaste that makes me want more, and for the longest time after that, my mouth is like, let's have some more carbs, and so I found that the little Listerine spritzers. I can spritz in my mouth about 2 or 3 times, and rinse it around, and that goes away. And so I bought 6 of them. They come in a pack of 2. I bought 6 of them. I put one in the living room. I put one in the kitchen. I put one in the truck. I put one upstairs. I've got one in my office area, and I've got one in my jeans pocket that I carry with me everywhere I go. So I ought to have one out here. I don't know why I didn't put one out here, but that's been really good. About you want some chips? There you go. Now you don't have a craving for chips. Went to the barbecue place with some friends. Did not have beer. That's a big change for me. Didn't have any sauce. You don't need it with their food. And it was Rudy's barbecue, by the way. You don't need sauce with their barbecue. And then, but instead of chips, I had onions. I don't know if that's better for you or not, but there's no craving there. So Arkesh is discussing with Trigger in a chat, why would crunches be better than sit-ups? It just depends on the workout. I'm not sure what is better, and we're going to talk. Eventually, I'd like to interview on one of these Sunday shows. Eventually, I'd like to actually interview a fitness doctor or a health guru go to the YMCA and get the health guru out there, or go to one of these other fitness centers and get their input on this, and have them review the workout and talk about the good points, the bad points, what we could do, what people could substitute if they couldn't do those. Eventually, that's where we want to get. And so I've reached out to Hampton, but I haven't had a response yet. So if any of you know Hampton personally, go poke him in the ribs, preferably while he's doing one of those hang things where his feet are sticking straight out. Just go poke him in the ribs and see if he's interested in talking to me, because maybe he can help us work some of these issues out. I don't really think that any exercise is inherently bad. I just know that at my weight, some of them affect me differently. So I try to do the exercises that I know I can do to work towards the exercises that I know that I can't do. So there's that. So I'm trying to keep this 15 minutes. I don't want this to drag on too long, but I wish I could show you the calorie count. Like I said, I failed to do it this week. Pick it up and drive forward. I did manage to watch what I eat. I just didn't track it. So not tracking it means I wasn't really watching it. So I gotta be more careful about that. I know that. But did I have 5 crackers? Did I have 6 crackers? How many crackers did I have? Well, let's go back and look. Oh no, can't look. Didn't track it. So if you're not measuring it, you're not monitoring it, you're not managing it. So you got to measure it to manage it. But I do appreciate all the support that I've been given. Anybody have anything to add before we say goodbye? You know, and when we get more events going on, like when we actually have somebody to talk with us, we'll, we'll make this last a little longer, make this a little more interesting. But right now, it's just accountability. I'm weighing in. Did anybody else have any weigh-ins they want to share with us, or any exercise tips they want to share with us? Now's a good time. Give it a few minutes in the chat while I dance. I've been trying to do movements like that a whole lot more too. Normally, I just sit there, grow fatter. So I've been trying to, if there's music playing, I try to move a little bit. I've actually been cheating on you. Instead of just, I don't put all of my workouts online. I try to get up in the morning and go for a walk, and I use that as kind of a meditative walk. And then the wife and I go for a walk after dinner. So I've been kind of cheating on you because I'm putting in an extra 2 more miles a day, even on the days that I don't work out. So I hope you're not offended, but I think you need to know that so that you can understand that if you're not seeing the same results that I'm seeing, it's probably because I'm cheating on you. But if there's nothing else, guys, we're right at the time limit. Anyway, comments are open. Be sure and leave a comment. Tell us if you want to share your weight, share your weight. If you want to congratulate somebody else on their weight, congratulate somebody else on theirs. Words of encouragement to me and the other people following along are always welcome. And once again, I thank you guys for showing up. Thanks for turning out. Thanks for the support. We'll see you next week.